I'm recording.
Still can't see you.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Which video output are you going to?
That's the thing, is I'm trying to grab one of them and it's not even bringing up the options
one
for
of
me.
these cameras you can't see?
For him to see us on the Discord video chat, it's just not grabbing any of them. Like OBS is grabbing all the cameras just fine, but for some reason,
Why don't you share screen with me?
yeah, that'll work.
So we're sticking with the subject at hand, John, the script you sent yesterday.
Yeah, we'll play off of that.
Okay.
You don't have
You
to.
got the share screen?
I do. I got it up.
Okay.
Those optics become available October 3rd. Man, that's expensive, but cheap.
What is it?
Just the new Vortex Defender enclosed micro.
Oh, that's cool.
They're enclosed now instead of being open like they typically have been.
Yeah.
They've enclosed them and added solar panel. That's the first for Vortex.
The solar panel.
It's the first for Vortex. HoloSun's been doing solar panel for years.
I swear our guns are getting more techy, and then you can
the thing is the
now.
solar panel allows you to run it off if you have a dead battery, because
Okay.
it gives it just
also
enough.
charge your battery, if I remember right.
Yeah, HoloSun's been doing it for years. But now my favorite brand. My favorite brand is finally doing it.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I
You
have
got
a
your
feeling.
phone?
Ultimate combination.
I have a
Spring
feeling I
Hill
might
and
need to turn
Vortex.
up Logan's volume on the monitor.
Yeah, turn it up. And then let's do this. We got 1 hour. If it goes a little bit over, it goes a little bit over. But
Go ahead and say something, Logan.
So I do want to run this by you guys before we get started on this. The thumbnail idea I had for last night is a clip art picture of like somebody writing a notebook
Yeah?
do it.
with a screen grab of our faces throughout the video, and then in the top right hand corner it'll be like, you know how little kids color in a sun on a picture.
Okay.
That'll be like cherry red, and it'll say EP plan.
I like it. Do it. And then we'll post it because I think that video is funny.
Yeah?
I think it's funny. And it'll be
So
funny.
Brianna told me she's gonna work on that tomorrow, so we should have a thumbnail up and ready for tomorrow for that video to drop on Tuesday.
Okay, sweet.
Perfect. Sweet. And then this one, I'm assuming it's recording. So do
We're
you wanna-
recording, yeah.
Oh, let's do our opening then.
Should we even bother doing the opening, or cause
Yeah,
we
for
wanna
the
use-
pre-recorded, let's still do our opening because it's still an episode. It's
True.
just a pre-recorded episode. It's not live. You won't get our random tangents. As we're gonna try to
So
we're gonna.
I'm gonna need the raw. I'm gonna need the raw for this one, so I can edit out the entire opening. Like,
Yeah, and I
from when we
did
started
get-
to, like,
I did get an email set up specifically for this. I added it as an owner for the channel, and now all I need to do is wait 7 days till I can then set it as primary for the channel. And so now it will have its own Google Drive and everything that we can use for putting that stuff up, so that we can all access those
Okay, but
videos
right
and
now
stuff.
you can still send him the raw through like a different email.
No, through that email I can actually
Okay,
get.
but
I
then
can set
here
up the drive
soon-
and send it to him that
Here
way.
soon, we'll all have access. If I wanted to take the raw video
Mm-hmm.
on my computer at home,
Yeah, because
cut
I
it
can
up
just,
into a short
I'll
and
just
post
be
it.
able to take that, upload that immediately to the drive at the end, and then you can immediately go through,
out shorts
and just pick out the shorts you want out of it and everything. So that'll be working, and then once I can put that as owner or the primary owner, now we have an email address dedicated for the channel too, that makes sense with the name.
perfect.
Yep.
Timer set.
So,
All right,
let's hit it. Welcome to the show. It's a terrible show, an absolutely horrific show. Absolutely the worst. You can ask anyone about it. Even Trump agrees. People often do. I'm Kyle, your host. We got Logan, calling in, and we got John here in the studio.
Sup.
So, more planning of the podcast, huh?
More planning. Well, no, not this time. This
No?
is our
No,
first
yeah, not necessarily. No, this is a
our
this
first
is a new one for us.
pre-recorded.
We're-
Okay, well, we can talk
gonna
plans
say,
later.
what-
Let's get to the important stuff. You brought
Yeah.
something, John.
I did. This is what we had talked about yesterday. Our topic.
The other one of the two topics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the title of this podcast is Light versus Darkness. Getting all serious here. Standing for God in a shaken world. This is a little more of a serious topic and a great way that we can discuss and the ability to, just a little more on the spiritual side of things that we said we would talk about. So first, actually, I want to say this is a use of the Bible and Book of Mormon and the book by Everett Taft Benson and Enemy Hath Done This. So it's like a combo. We're using the King James Version of the Bible. Do you happen to have your phone with you?
Yes.
You want to pull that out? And I sent you this. But I think first we should start off with the scripture, Ephesians 6:12.
Ephesians 6:12. I'll pull up my scripture notes app.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. Is that New or Old Testament?
That should be new.
Should be.
I'm terrible. I don't know my Bible very well.
That's okay. It
You're
should
good.
be
I
new.
just want to start a discussion here. This is a wonderful verse in
You said Ephesians what?
6:12.
6 and 12.
Verse 12.
Here we go.
All right, you're up.
Let me look at the verse before. Okay. Then verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Pretty deep verse, huh?
hmm Especially the verse right before that, verse 11.
Let's hear it.
It's put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. I wanted to look in the verse before so I could understand the context.
That's deep. That's deep, man.
Well, it's almost like you almost want to say maybe those verses should be switched in order. Tell us
You would think,
us
yeah.
what we're going to be fighting, and then tell us this is what you need for it. But no, instead they're telling us this is what you're going to need, and then they tell us what you're going to fight.
Well, it's kind of like a battle plan that has been put in front of us. Like, all right, here's the mission plan, and then here's your equipment you're going to need.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, put on the whole armor of God. Whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Yeah, because we don't, especially look at the political climate we are in right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people getting shot for expressing their freedom of speech.
Well, add on top of that the mass shooting
Oh, yeah. The
/
mass shooting.
burning.
Which one?
The one
the mass
today?
shooting and burning of the LDS Church in Michigan.
Well, I know there's that one, and then there's also North Carolina that happened last
Yeah,
night.
a
Oh,
guy
yeah,
showed
we
up
heard-
on a boat and
We saw.
shot people.
I saw that as well from my wife. That North Carolina one. It's just like, oh my gosh.
And that's why I think it's important. I mean, we're not wrestling against here. There's a huge shift of the fight is good versus evil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We are literally not just fighting like a physical war. We are fighting a spiritual war. And it's important to remember that we are, the world's becoming crazier and crazier, and we need to remember to hold on to God.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those important things. And people, like, it's funny because people are uncomfortable with the truth. Like, the more you preach God's word and somebody's wicked, the more they don't like it.
Yeah.
And,
You know what I find kind of funny?
Oh
If
man,
I
I'm
can
trying
step
to.
in for a second.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to look at the camera. I'm doing what Kyle did the other
Yeah,
day.
exactly. You know what I mean? You know what I
We're only
mean?
doing this until after the hunt, and then we're going to move it to Saturdays, and I'll be there in studio with you guys.
Yeah, but to add on to what John was saying, so this is one thing I love about the Scripture Notes app, is I can go and look up the definitions of words from the 1828 dictionary. That was that really kind of most aligns with the words they're using. And I was looking at principalities, and it's all about a prince, someone who has sovereignty or exerts sovereignty, or a form of sovereignty, really. And so it's just like it's talking about principalities in that verse. I'm like, well, how does that particularly relate? It's like, the principality it's actually referring to, that would be the prince of darkness. Is like or the leader of the darkness, or even like one version of the word from then also talked about the source of that thing. So it's like it's talking about the source of darkness. We're not fighting necessarily against the flesh and blood of this life. We are fighting against the very source of the darkness that we see in this world, which that source isn't even of this world.
You know what I find kind of funny is that we're covering this subject right after the death of President Russell M. Nelson. If we take a step back and kind of look at his teachings, he was more of like the gathering of Israel.
Yeah.
Now we can take a look at kind of what Elder Oaks has been teaching us for the last however many years, and he's more of a call to action kind of a guy.
Yeah.
So I find it funny that the brothers and sisters, or the gathering of Israel, has been happening, and now it's time to don the armor.
Yeah.
I mean, the fight's getting real. I mean, you talk to any
It's
Christian.
getting real.
I can't remember what it was. I was watching Ward Radio earlier because they did a live stream. I was just watching it after it was all loaded up, about the shooting and burning of the church there in Michigan.
Yeah.
And there was a comment that he had seen on all of this, and it talked about 3 different prophets, effectively. 2 of them have already now passed away, one passing away just last night, this morning. One of them, Elder Oaks, being the possible next one. The first one I can't remember, but it was interesting because he just made a reference of, isn't it interesting, we had a prophet who was an expert at this during this time. Then we had a prophet who was an expert in health during a pandemic. And now all of a sudden we're likely going to have a prophet who's an expert in constitutional law.
Isn't that funny? How it all like lines up there?
And then the comment just went to gulp. What's going to happen?
Yeah, what are we facing next?
Exactly.
It's kind of scary, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's nerve-wracking. I mean, even if you don't say you don't believe the same way the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints believes, but as just like a Christian, every Christian denomination out there is realizing that this fight's like amping up to the next level. Because you have, like, in war, you have, like, the beginning where everyone kind of doesn't know what's going on. They're just like, wait a minute. He's being a bully. He started it. And then you have kind of, like, the middle. Like, World War I, you got stuck in the trenches. You know what I mean? And there was just kind of this just, like, not really moving. And then all of a sudden it just kicks off and just one side just steamrolls the other. And we're like, getting to that point. It's kind of scary, man.
Yeah. You know what's interesting though is kind of just this last tragedy. The way
Which one?
This one
church?
with the church. It's like the way some people are reacting to it. Like Cenk Uygur, you know of him? Leftist activist guy. You heard of him, Logan?
No, I haven't.
So he's a leftist activist guy. He's denounced the very far left and the radicals who are doing violence. But his response to this was just, wait, who shoots Mormons?
I mean, he does got a point. I mean,
Missourians in the early 1800s.
I was about
True.
to. I was just when I heard that, one of my thoughts was like, well, maybe you should go talk to the Protestants back in the 1800s.
I mean, they ran us out of Missouri faster than
But after we left Missouri, we hadn't had any problems with them. I mean,
we really haven't. You look at
we get into a few Bible bashes, but nothing serious.
nothing this
nuclear.
violent. Like, I mean, you can even like talk to any missionary that served in like Mexico, like straight cartel country, like parts of Mexico.
And the cartels pretty much
And the
leave 'em
cartels
alone.
leave them alone because they're like, hey, they're men of God. We don't want to piss off God.
Yeah.
You know,
The
and
Dominican Republic for me.
is it that same way out there?
So our number one rule when we got transferred to a new area is we had to go meet the mafia boss and make friends with him.
Introduce
And-
yourself.
Pretty much, we would have to introduce ourselves, and if
Ugh.
anything happened to us, we would have to go and report back to him. And whoever it touched, the elder or sister, would not be seen again.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
golly, that's...
Oh, gosh, that would
That
make
is,
me not want to report anyone. Gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't...
Oh, man. That's dark.
It's
I mean-
very dark, but it's one of those, like,
It,
you do not touch
You
the
kind of
men and women of God.
yeah, you kind of appreciate it, but at the same time, it's just like, oh, yikes.
Like, that, not that I know of, nobody ever really gave away names or who did it.
Mhm.
Like, the elders and sisters never told the mafia bosses. But there were certain individuals on my mission who were more prone to get robbed. Like, one person got robbed 6 or 7 times in a week. And he had protection surrounding him after that for a while.
Wow.
I mean,
know
that's kind of
something-
cool, but kind of
I do know there's stories that are similar to that in Russia involving the Russian mafia, where missionaries came across them and they had knocked on like one of the main boss's doors, and immediately get greeted by guns. But then once they find out who they are, like they actually like freaking offer protection to them.
A lot of people forget that Russia, their main religion for a long time was Christianity. Like,
Yeah.
they were one of the hubs of Christianity.
Oh,
for
they
a
were-
long
they were-
time.
They're the big.
Violently
I think they were one of
Christian.
the big hubs of the Orthodox. Of
Yes.
One of
the Orthodox
those
churches.
big
So there's a
things.
very big fear of God over there.
I mean, I'm
But
scared.
they
Of,
decided
I'm
to
scared of
ban
God,
war for a
so
while.
I'm scared of God. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, he's all powerful,
Yeah.
and it's just fitting. I mean, it's a crazy world. You bring up Helaman. Where'd it go? I mean, 2 Nephi 11, 2:11.
Yeah.
If you guys know that, but I'll read
Opposite
it.
and equal in all things.
Mhm.
That's the whole point of the chapter.
Yeah, for it must needs be that there is opposition in all things. If not so, my firstborn in the wilderness, righteousness could not be brought to pass. Neither wickedness, nor holiness, nor misery, neither good nor bad. Wherefore all things must need be compounded into one. Wherefore if it should be that should be one body, it needs... it must needs remain dead, having no life, neither death, nor corruption, nor incorruption, happiness, nor misery, neither sense, nor insensibility. Like, as crazy as we're getting, for all the bad that's going on in this world, have you noticed, like, you see all the good that Christianity is doing?
Yeah, there's a lot of good going out there.
I
And one of
mean-
the stories I had pointed out was the LDS Church working with Jesse Jackson's, Reverend Jesse Jackson's
Yeah.
Rainbow Push Foundation, and brought a week's worth of food to 1,500 different families over there in Chicago.
I mean, it's
I would,
yeah. Sorry.
I would almost dare say that the battle between light and dark right now is almost like a seesaw that's been equaled out. We only hear what's going on the dark side, but there's so much that's been going on in the face of truth and light.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That
notice the
gets
big
just
revival
overlooked.
with Charlie,
Oh, yeah.
like the Christian revival
Well,
that is
even-
sweeping
Oh, yeah.
the
Even
nations.
before Charlie Kirk was killed, there was already a dramatically increasing amount of youth who were starting to go back to church.
Mm-hmm.
and it was increasingly going, and now just basically, I mean, about the best thing Charlie could have hoped for out of his death is even more people. It's just is escalating exponentially. People are going back to church.
Yeah, they're turning their hearts
how
back
many
to God.
sermons have been overpopulated over the last 3 weeks?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Like there's not been enough pastors to go around for a while now.
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, as somebody who had, served my mission in Georgia, praise the Lord, raise your hands and all of that fun stuff. We don't do that in the LDS church, but it's amazing to see all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And it ties back to
Well, I'll say, although we believe we are the only true church, that doesn't mean that every one of those people you saw, their faith wasn't true. They truly
Oh yeah,
do
100%.
have faith in
and
Christ.
well, that's what God. That's the one thing I love about like believing in God. Actually, is that you have faith in Him, and that's what matters. Like you are trying to live the way Jesus Christ lived. And that's what He loves to see, is that you're living that way, and it's getting harder. It is.
Thanks to the temples, the ordinances can come later.
Yes, they can. I mean,
The important part is the faith that we need to get everyone on board with, is getting that faith in Christ.
Yeah,
Well,
and
like let's think about the tree of life, Lehi's dream. Like as long as everyone's pointed towards the iron rod and heading in the right direction, it doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yeah. You can be walking just one baby step at a time, taking hours to go even just a mile. But that's the thing. As long as you're making progress in the right direction,
He's gonna love you no matter what.
Mhm.
He's gonna love you if you choose dark either. But it's like,
I mean, He loves
You'll-
everybody.
how do I want to phrase that? He will love you much more if you follow His commandments.
well, not much
I say
more.
that very lightly.
It was not much more. It's more like the story of the prodigal son. The father loved all his children that he had. The difference, though, is when the prodigal son returned, he was so joyous over his return that he threw a feast for his return. He still loved his son, all his children equally, but he was just overjoyed that one of them came back.
Thank you for rephrasing that for me. I could not find the words to say that. So,
I mean, it's true. Like God loves you no matter what. Like, it's like we're taught to love the person and not love the sin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what God is. He loves the person and not the sin. And I mean, in this crazy world, Everett Benson was seeing, like, so in his book, the enemy hath done this. So that was written in what, like the 60s, 70s, or 80s?
it's
Ish.
Benson died in what, 78, 79?
Probably.
And so the thing is he saw all these traits happening, because people don't realize religion and politics are quite tied together, because you need to have a moral compass. You know what I mean? You need to have a good reason from right and wrong. And as you look at like Proverbs 16, Proverbs 6:16 through 20, and the world is accepting all of these things. And it starts, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto Him. A proud look, lying of tongue, the hand that sheds innocent blood, a heart that devises with it wicked imagination, feet that are swift to run to mischief. Man, I love the way the Bible speaks. Like,
we were pretty. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
you, but we were
you're totally
pretty
fine.
far off on Ezra Taft Benson. The guy.
Oh, really?
The guy almost lived in 3 centuries.
When did he
Holy
pass away?
crap, really?
He was born in 1899.
Dang, boy, he's
So
old.
about the last year of the 18th of that century, and he died in 1994.
Yeah, so I was right when his
So
book came out
he was
around.
the prophet when I was still a little child.
Dang.
So it's he's
My
only 6 years away from the next century. If he had lived 6 years longer into 2000, he would have been in 3 centuries.
Right, he was the prophet right before Hinckley.
I guess
'Cause
so.
Hinckley was-
No, there was one more.
Hinckley's the
who's
one I
that was only
remember
there
the
for 6
most.
months?
Hinckley's the one I remember the most.
Yeah,
I miss
Hinckley also
President
was
So-
prophet rather much a younger age compared to most, and then he lived a long time, so he was one of the
What?
longest serving prophets.
Howard W. Hunter was between Benson and Hinckley.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He was only in for like 9 months though.
Pass.
My
Dang.
goodness.
I mean,
yeah, we were way
that's-
off. on
Yeah,
his
we were
age.
we were off. I was just gonna say, like, back onto what I was saying,
Mhm.
is the world is like turning to the pride, the lying, the shedding of innocent blood. I mean, look at the shooting today. The guy, we don't know exactly why, but drives his truck into a church building.
Mhm.
Okay, who knows if it was bomb? Who knows how he set the church on fire? Shoots the people.
Mhm.
A church building where people are going to be together. Then you look at the one where the guy was on the boat and shoots into the crowd of people.
And from what I understand, they may have the identity of that guy just because
They
of the
do.
boat
I was
registration.
reading on
the
Facebook
difference is
that
they still
do.
need to track him down.
Mhm.
It's hard to find. It's hard to follow someone's tracks in water.
Both people are retired military with PTSD, and it's really sad
Really?
to see that. Well, it's really sad to see that soldiers who have fought
Well-
for our country.
Well, both
you know,
Marines, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to throw the Marine Corps under the table.
I know, but like, well, here's the
Well,
thing:
technically,
is
they're on top of the table.
they are on top of the table. Okay.
We should have brought some crayons.
Hey, they need.
That's how you summon them.
That's how you put the crayons into a pentagram.
But like,
No, you just spell out MRE with crayon.
it's just sad because they didn't get the help they needed.
No, yeah.
okay, those guys need help.
And that's one thing Christy, my wife, was asking about is like, is this that there has been a lot more hate against the church being more vocal lately? Or is it possible this is just a veteran who just had a PTSD episode and just went crazy? Because he wasn't
I think his
receiving
friends
the help
forgot
that he
about
needed.
him.
What?
I think his friends forgot about him. He was just lonely and he had to take it out on somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Like, I can't say for certain, but it's like that seems like a very high probability.
Yeah, we don't know the cause.
We don't, but I should have not have used such a recent example. But like, you look at all the shootings and the killings of all like little kids in
Mhm.
school. Okay, it's like I was talking to my wife. It's one thing to like punch another adult or beat the crap out of another adult, you know, kill an adult, than to go and involve a child.
Mm-hmm.
A child is so innocent
And defenseless.
and defenseless. I mean, there are some teenagers that are taller than me, okay, but they are not as evolved as a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
And it's just messed up. It's
Well,
just
I brought the question up in Deacons Teachers today. Like that's my calling. I'm one of the advisors over the Deacons Quorum, but our Deacons Quorum's so small that we've mixed in with the teachers. But I brought it up to them today because it's like, guys, how are you doing? There's been a lot of death in the last month.
mm-hmm.
Like, how are you guys standing up? And a lot of them are like, we don't understand why everything's going to crap. Like, it's been hard because Charlie's video circulated around their school and everyone got to see it in HD. Everyone
And
got
the
to see
shooting
it.
from the kid in Provo who shot himself
Yeah.
on the
They
bus.
saw that.
That went around. Somebody recorded
One of
that
our
and sent that
friends, his
around.
nephew, is a close friend of that guy.
Yeah, that's messed up. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a grown adult, and I watched Charlie Kirk get shot. And listen, I've seen dead animals before. I've gutted animals.
It's not the same when it's a
and
person.
it is not the same. And it's
not.
traumatizing. It is like, oh my gosh, that's a human being.
This wasn't traumatizing me, but to be fair, I mean, I've watched some pretty terrible stuff the cartels did.
Well, yeah. Well, you
And
also served in the
I'd
military
almost-
too.
I also see that. Well, yeah, but I never deployed or anything. But I also, though, it's like, even then, though, it's like that's kind of almost a concern I have for myself, as I've become too desensitized to it at this point. It did make
I've
me
seen some
sad
pretty-
because it's like I enjoyed his content. My wife was actually thinking about going there that day. She was she had just dropped off Tegan at the school, gone over doing some stuff, and then she saw the news alerts, and she was planning on going up there, and now she
and
couldn't.
CN and everything.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy, man.
I've seen some evil stuff, especially in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, I
That
bet.
almost takes the cake. Like,
I mean, not me.
it's the youth. They're not okay. Not with everything that's been going on. Tying
Yeah.
back to what I was saying. Like, they are in need of some desperate help, and
Yeah.
they're trying to find that light again.
Well, that's why it's so important to stick. I mean, a lot of kids are returning to a Christian faith because, like, they did a study, and I don't know what study this is, so don't get mad at me, people, okay? But, like, when you have religion in your life and you believe in a higher power, you're more likely to do good and you're more likely to handle trauma better.
hmm
And
and a lot of that comes down to that perception of there's more to all of this than just what's here in this
Yeah.
life. There is
Yeah.
a next life that's going to be, that all of this will eventually be justified in.
And that's what I like to think of. I mean, I've been through a lot. I'm adopted. Okay, I've been through unspeakable things, and you know, it's probably messed me up in some ways. I mean, if you talk to my wife, she'll probably tell you it has really messed me up.
Well, you and I are
But-
both adopted, and
Yeah, and
that's
we've been
the thing.
through
If
stuff.
we're both adopted, it's because we're already
Oh, yeah,
having
no,
problems.
We already have. But my whole thing is it's weird because I'm at like peace with it because I understand like the power of forgiveness is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But like to get back onto like a more political part of like this book is the whole point is that this is not just a freedom of speech fight.
hmm
This is a fight we're going through that is a spiritual fight as well.
Yeah.
You have Satan versus God, and Satan is the ruler of this world. We know that. Okay? For the time being, until God comes again and says, nope, you're done.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, fool. And I love this book because it talks about, like, the freedom that we have in this country.
hmm
Okay, a lot of people make fun of this country, but yet come here. Okay? The freedom we have is so fragile. We're always, who was it? What was the president or who,
Reagan.
that said we're always one generation away from losing the freedom that we have? And I mean, people are trying to turn us into freaking socialists and communists.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
And it's
Can I put a pause on the conversation?
Yeah.
Kyle, can you turn the gain down on your microphone? You guys keep spiking out, and it keeps cutting off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
do what?
No,
Turn the
that's-
gain down,
That's the volume. Where's
or
the?
quit, or quit yelling and screaming because you
How's
guys
that?
keep
Is that
spiking
better?
the microphone out.
Is that better?
We'll figure that out as you guys keep going. But I
Okay.
keep seeing the red line go bing.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say
Sorry.
liberty is lost one step at a time.
Yeah.
Look at communist Russia. It was little by little by little, and then Stalin was like, "Ha, suckers, gotcha."
Yeah.
And then like look at the corruption we have. You know what I mean? Like look at the deep state. You know, I'm not suicidal, by the way. Just FYI. I love my life. Okay. Look at the deep state. Look at what all these secret
Don't worry,
combinations
John. We're
going
not
on.
important for us.
I know.
And we're not important enough for them.
I mean, I was
Yes.
gonna request my FBI file from the FBI. You know, you can do that, right? Your threat
really?
assessment level. You can write them a letter and ask about what they think what your threat level is. And I'm like, I would love to do that. And it's gonna say low to no threat. He is stupid.
Well,
And you write
yeah,
them,
might be
write
a
them
little
back.
different.
Write a letter back. It's like, hey, that's honestly kind of embarrassing. What can I do to bump those numbers up?
Those are rookie numbers. What can I do to bump the, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? But like this whole like, we live in this crazy world, dude. This moral corruption. Like, okay, you look at the state of Utah, and I'm going to dive deep into this. Okay, we're going down the rabbit hole with this.
Mhm.
The corruption in the state of Utah.
Which one are you talking about? Up top or the corruption from the bottom called Californians?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Okay. All of it. All of it. Look at all the businesses that are just, okay. Utah, I love Utah. I love it here. I don't want to move. But you have all these corporations here that all they care about is money, 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 money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they refuse to, like, sell things at a correct price.
Yeah.
It is always they're making 5% extra on top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 10% extra. They're making straight profit. And then they're like, oh, we can't lower the prices. We can't do this. You know, and then the politicians are getting money. The construction companies are getting money. And while just the people here, I mean, you have the whole election stuff that happened here in Utah that is now, isn't that under federal investigation?
I would hope.
Because I know Trump said he was going to do something about it, and I haven't heard anything since.
I would hope. I mean, frick, Governor Cox rigging the election to make sure he's able to win.
All of that lying and deceiving that went into, like, people wanted a different governor, and then all of a sudden, somehow out
Hiring
of the
someone
blue.
with the exact same the exact same name.
Yeah. It's not even, I mean, you gotta give Cox credit. He's got more creativity than Kim Jong-un, at least.
True.
But, I
Like
mean,
that-
it's really
that's
just
the
Kim
cream
Jong
on
Cox
top
is
is
what we
all
got.
that is.
Yes, no comment there. I gotta keep my deep political beliefs to myself here.
Sure.
I love my country.
Off the camera.
I love my country. I'll just put it that way. But
Loves
like,
his country, just not necessarily his leaders.
actually, you know what? I love my country, and I'm ashamed of my government. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
I am a very, very, very proud American, and I will go toe to toe with anybody who says we suck, because I'm sorry, we're the greatest damn country in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, back-to-back world champs, baby. Okay.
Granted, I'm inclined to agree with them if it's about our foreign policy.
But
I want to get out of other countries.
Dude,
I just
I
wanna
want to get out of other countries. I'm sorry, I'm sick and tired of our young men and women of this country going elsewhere. But I was like wanting to bring this up because the Constitution of the United States of America is so important. It is something that we must study and defend. And I mean, Charlie Kirk was going about and talking about freedom of speech. He was talking about pretty much everything. I mean, I don't watch all the guy's videos. I will admit, I didn't even agree with everything he said.
He was kind of that older brother that we took advantage of, or not. He was kind of that older brother that no one really realized was there until he was gone.
Yeah, like the one that's always giving advice that you're like, yeah, whatever, and then
I won't need that.
I listened to a lot of content from him like earlier on, but like not coming
On the
up,
recent
like the last
stuff?
couple years, I haven't really. And it wasn't that's the thing too. It wasn't necessarily that his content wasn't good. I'm just so limited on time with my job that's like I gotta kind of pick and choose which stuff I watch. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah, he really is in a way almost like the older brother you kind of just forgot about, and then all of a sudden he's gone. And it's like you can never go and see him again.
Yeah.
Especially for my generation. Like you guys.
I mean,
kinda
yeah,
set
you're
up,
a
too.
you're a youngin over here. I mean,
I'm a Z.
Oh,
They call me a Zillennial because I grew up with the Millennials, but I'm technically Gen Z.
he's one of the good ones, I guess, Kyle.
yeah, he hunts at least.
Yeah, he
And I haven't
hunts-
seen him cry yet.
He,
You didn't
he-
take your parents to your job interview, right?
No,
Okay.
I had to restrain my mother from going with me. So
Okay, that's something. I mean, at least he works a blue collar job,
That's true.
so he's got something there. He
There's
drives a
something.
truck.
I love how you two are trying to find dirt on me, but you.
I know.
always find it.
I mean, hey, the only dirt I
Well,
have
we
on
already
you,
got dirt on you, and that's
We
your
do.
Gen Z.
yeah, you're Gen Z and you're scared of birds, and it's hilarious. It's great. So
Yeah,
you know
I've got to see it in person. We got
what, dude. Okay,
No, you don't.
yeah,
No, you don't.
we're gonna record it. Hey, we will record it and post it. One of these times, we are going to catch Logan off guard and scare him with a bird, and it's going to be hilarious, guys.
What if he's secretly not telling us that he actually believes birds aren't real and they're all drones from the government, and that's why?
Maybe he's one of those crazy guys.
No.
Okay, listen.
No, that's someone who was deprived of oxygen. When
Hey, I believe in some weird stuff, man, okay? But not that one. That one's a little far, dude.
I'll believe that before Flat Earth, though.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. What about the Antarctica one?
I'm gonna sidestep for a second. Did you guys see that video of a guy who took a torpedo level on an
Oh gosh,
airplane
yeah,
and set
that's
it
so
on Lowell Tree?
dumb.
It's like the world is flat.
That's so dumb. But we really did derail the whole conversation.
No, that's fine.
Yes,
like,
we did.
no, is the whole point I wanted for this is our first pre-recorded session here, is the Constitution is important. We need to study it. You need to share it. You need to stand up for what you believe in. You need to, if you are a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint, speak it proudly and boldly to the world. Or you're a
Not even
Christian.
members of the Church
Yeah.
of Jesus Christ, like just Christians in general.
You are a Christian. Yell it from the rooftops. What was
Like,
the verse?
Christ,
Yeah.
Christ taught nothing but love and acceptance for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. You don't have to agree fully with them. You just got to show that brotherly love to everyone.
You can validate the way the person feels without agreeing, without
What
moving
happened
your
to agree to
morals.
disagree?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and what also happened to if you have a candle, do you hide it under a bushel? No, you hold it out so your light shines.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would dare say that's more of a cultural thing here in Utah. I don't know if you two
it
saw
is
it.
it is
your
in the
respective
Bible though.
missions.
What?
It's what? Sorry, you was cutting out.
That verse is in the Bible.
Yeah.
It is commanded.
It is a New Testament verse.
It is a New Testament verse that,
to be a light unto the world.
and it's like being like a proud city.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is just we need to defend. Like, this is serious stuff. People don't realize how serious. And I think a lot of people like woke up when Charlie Kirk got shot,
Yeah, there's
and they
definitely
went,
a lot of people.
"Whoa, wait a minute! Whoa, this is a lot more serious."
There's a lot of people who did wake up to it, because I've heard from people who didn't realize, they weren't really into politics or anything. They're like, I didn't realize things were getting that bad. Like, I didn't think things were that heated until this.
Church just shared some news here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna
Today.
read off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
Oh, where is it? What's the scripture that like defines what the title of liberty had on it?
Helaman.
Yeah, it's Helaman something.
It's Alma 46. It was like Helaman was the one who did it.
Oh, Helaman did it,
Right.
but it's recorded in the book of Alma.
And there's also like six
It's Alma
different...
46. I cannot remember what.
There's like 6 different Helamans, okay? So
Yeah.
don't judge us here, man. There's so many of them. They get confused. And how many Almas are there?
Well, there's also the Mormon who existed before the Mormon who
Buried the
compiled
plates?
the plates.
Yes, yes.
Because how
The
else?
Mormon, the Moroni,
Well, you have the
Nephites,
waters of Mormon, and it's like, but that existed hundreds of years before Mormon. So then how? So clearly he's named after someone.
You know, that
And so
tripped
there's
me
a
out
Mormon
for
from
the
way,
longest
way
time.
early on.
That tripped me out for the longest time, dude.
Yeah, but
All right, shoot, Logan.
I did. Go ahead, Logan.
So, I think this needs to be like screamed from the rooftops as well. And it says, "In memory of our God, our religion and freedom, and our peace, our wives, our children." And he fastened it upon the end of a pole.
Yeah.
Like that is Alma 46:12.
Mm-hmm.
In the Book of Mormon.
You can't really find a better battle cry or call to action than that right there.
And I mean, in that
In my
story,
personal opinion.
in that story, what was going on is the enemy, the Lamanites, was just going around just killing everybody, and
And they need a
They got to the point where they had to
they
pick
needed
up
a
arms
rally
and
cry.
defend
I
themselves.
mean, they were to the point that they just pretty much weren't they at the point where they were ready to just like it was like, man, this is like a losing thing. Let's go. Come on. Remember what we're fighting for. It's not just a war here. We're fighting for our God, our freedom, our women, our children.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stand up and fight. And I mean, we do not promote violence here. There are other ways to fight. There's conversations. There is sharing your belief in Christ. There's,
the amount of righteous anger that came around when Charlie died.
I mean, going and handing out food, like going out and handing out food to like the homeless. And I mean, helping a brother, seeing your neighbor needing help. Whatever happened to, I remember as a kid growing up, like going to go help the elderly out.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to that? I never hear of people doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to help thy neighbor and
Helping
smiling.
with service projects.
Yeah,
Well,
what happened to
again,
A
service?
lot of that's just
Going
dead.
back to the youth, like we
That's-
very rarely have a service project anymore. And
Well-
growing up, it was like every other week we had some kind of.
I mean,
To
if
be
they want to
fair-
come and do some service project, they can come and build our studio for
Yeah, I know,
us.
right? To be fair, though, too, back when even you were growing up, the church was still paired with the BSA. And the
Yeah.
BSA has all sorts of mandatory service projects for the purpose of advancing
Well,
the rank.
It
and
wasn't
so
even
the
the
two-
BSA, the young women were involved with it too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like with the young men's side, at least there was a two different structures that paired together very well. Mm-hmm. And so now
It was
that
almost it was a requirement to have it.
and so now that
And then
those
the young
have
women just got tied
separated,
into it. But
Yeah.
it was one of those like
yeah, but now
service projects are dead.
yeah, I think that's probably. I think part of it was them separating from the BSA, kind of eliminated a support structure to help push for that kind of service stuff all the time.
Well, they supposedly. I mean, my dad was young men's ever since I was 12 years old. So I believe he's like second counselor or something now in the bishopric. I believe.
Which still is young
yeah.
youth.
Yeah, just a little higher up on the food chain there. But like, they do have a structure. The young men and the young women now have like a church structure, and I mean, certain wards are better than others doing it. But
If you know what
here,
it is, let me know. I have no idea.
okay. I mean, I'll call my dad. I wanted to talk to him anyway. I got some stuff coming up for Salem City Council that I wanted to discuss with my dad anyway. So, real quick, I wanted to read here. This is from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, their official statement after what happened
Okay,
today.
let's read it.
A tragic act of violence occurred today at a chapel of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, B-L-A-N-C, Michigan. Blanc,
I think
Michigan.
it's pronounced
Grand Blanc.
Grand Blanc there.
Michigan. During Sunday worship services, a gunman opened fire, and early reports indicate that multiple victims were injured. We ask for cooperation with local authorities as details become available. The church is in communication with local law enforcement as the investigation continues, and as we receive updates on the condition of those affected, We offer thanks to the emergency responders who are assisting victims and families. We are deeply grateful for the outpouring of prayers and concern from so many people around the world. In moments of sorrow and uncertainty, we find strength and comfort through our faith in Jesus Christ. Places of worship are meant to be sanctuaries of peacemaking, prayer, and connection.
Mm-hmm.
We pray for peace and healing for all involved. Statement may be attributed to Doug Anderson, church spokesperson.
Okay.
So, I mean, what a sad thing. I mean, anybody, I mean, you had the shooting in Texas not too long ago in the church building down there in their,
Mm-hmm.
in their church.
That one's been a while ago.
Yeah, that's years ago, but
No, then they have a new one where the guy, he saved him, the security guard saved him, stopped him with
That's
his
been
truck.
a while ago.
Was it?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a while ago.
Well, thank God for Texas.
That's
They love
been-
their guns, okay?
I want to say that was like in the 2010s.
I don't think it was that long, but who knows? We could be wrong. I mean, I don't know.
A Gen
Dates
Z
are
would
not my
refer to
forte.
it as 20 teens.
I know. I had to laugh. I mean, do you know what I
Hey,
call
those are my
it?
teenage years.
I call it the
That's sad.
2010s. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the good years.
Yeah.
From 2000 to
I-
2013, and everything else sucks. It's been crappy after 2013. Even the
The
music.
2010s, the 2010s, those are my teenage years. So I've just always heard them called the 2010s.
Oh man. Yeah. Something that I had earlier today, a little realization.
Now you're yawning, man.
Oh. What? Oh, well, come on, yawn. I'm gonna make you yawn. If you don't yawn, I'm going to yawn again just to make you yawn.
Go.
I'm so glad I'm not in studio, or I'd be the biggest subscriber.
It's been a long day. We hauled the trailer up to the spot, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I had a realization earlier today, and something that's important sometimes to fight back against the adversary is also understanding the weapons that they're using against us. And I had a realization earlier. It's like Jesus Christ originally had told us to hate the sin but love the sinner. And then you look at what has been happening in our society, and now all of a sudden, the adversary, Lucifer, what he's done is he's taken people's sins and wrapped it into their identity. And so now if you hate the sin, you have to hate the sinner, is how it's perceived.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's his way of trying to
scripture
counter
that-
that.
What's the scripture? The good will be seen as evil, and the evil will be seen as good, or something to that extent.
I can't remember.
But
I
it
believe
goes,
there's a few of
yeah,
them.
there's a few of them. And I mean, sin right now is being portrayed as good. I
Mhm.
mean, you look at Hollywood, like, all of the stuff that goes on with them, and the whole
So
world
the seven
praises
deadly,
it pretty
the
much.
7 deadly sins are almost seen as a checklist anymore for a personality.
I mean,
Sad but
yeah,
true.
sadly, it's messed up. This
That's true.
doesn't make sense, man.
That's something I had thought about. I just thought about today was that transition to where, pun intended, I guess, that transition to where now all of a sudden the sin itself is wrapped into the person's identity itself. I mean, that's, it's kind of funny. You kind of look, there's a lot of times where there's a correlation. It's like gays who don't actually really care that much about being gay because that's not their personality, almost all kind of swing more conservative. But then all the ones that tend to just wrap that up as part of who they are in their very core existence of their identity, all of them are freaking like raging liberals.
And that's all they talk about, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't have, like, a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it's sad. And yeah, it's sad. Have you also noticed, like, the tie of how, I think we mentioned this before about, like, literally you're connected to what you politically believe in?
What do you mean?
So excuse me, I've gotten so, like, hardcore judged. One, because I believe in God, and I'm not budging from that.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I love my guns, and I really hate taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be left alone. I don't want my kids indoctrinated with this gay crap, with the liberal agenda
Okay.
and all of that. How quick somebody judges that is, oh, you're conservative, so you're an asshole. You hate everybody.
Just because you don't want, say, the gay stuff in schools, now all of a sudden you're a radical conservative.
And then
Or
same thing with the
you
left
like
too.
having that American flag behind you. All of a sudden now you
Radical.
must be
You're
a
crazy.
right-wing extremist.
And it same goes for the left too. Is you believe in, like, I don't know, free healthcare and free healthcare. That's the only one I can think about because I don't really. But like, oh, you believe in that, so you're a crazy leftist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think there's a game that like explains all this perfectly. Scattergories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like everyone is looking to put you inside of a category to either hate, like deal with, or love you, and there's no gray area in between.
Yeah. No.
I dare say that's kind of how we grew up.
I mean, I didn't. Do you remember being judged like that growing up?
Again, Gen Z, that's how my generation grew
Yeah,
up.
no.
We were always told to like put things into categories and then you'll deal with it emotionally after you categorized everything.
Yeah, no. I mean,
You guys deal with emotions?
I thought you just cried. I just
Not
thought
me.
you cried.
I'm kind of a cold-hearted sunbee. But
Yep.
I'm talking my generation.
I mean, I was
as a
told to
whole.
categorize things like these pennies are shiny, these pennies are dull. Like, I was taught how
I
to
would dare say
categorize
it's
things,
different.
but no, like, I never
Remember.
I was
Remember.
taught no emotions. Like, you just put those in a bottle, and if you can't find a hole deep enough to bury it in, you just shove it up your ass.
Remember, they're the ones who came up with the word triggered. Okay? They're triggered by, like...
No, forget that. The gun guys did.
The word trigger was invented many centuries ago, but
Yeah, but then they took it
many years
and then
ago.
made it an emotional, weird word,
No, they
okay?
tried to weaponize it against the gun owners.
yeah. Well, to be fair though,
Using our own
I mean,
vocabulary.
I
against
feel
us.
pretty triggered when I'm pulling that trigger
Oh my gosh.
in a good way.
That pistol's been triggered its entire lifespan.
But, like, we've gotten so much into wrapping up in people into, like, just certain categories and not just, like, sitting and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever happened, just like sitting down and being like, yeah, cool, you believe that.
I
believe
believe what
this.
happened to it was a 30-06. Sorry to say it a little too early, but that's the thing. Charlie, that was one of his big things, was that if we stop talking to each other, we start losing that human connection that's there. It's really hard to hate someone you disagree with when you're in their face, when you're talking to them face to face.
When you actually don't look at them on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And you
That
sit
screen
down
separates you from their humanity.
Yeah, I'm feeling nothing right now for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
sounds like a
surprised.
Gen Z.
Well, I'm feeling... Well, sorry, I don't have feelings.
Yeah.
But I would... If I did have feelings, I'd be feeling a lot for John right now. But that would be way too gay. So I don't have feelings.
Like,
I am married,
Lord,
okay, to a woman,
that's
and
not who you set up on the mountain.
Hey, what's set on the mountain stays on the
Sit-
mountain.
shut your mouth, man. Remember, what happens at hunting camp stays at hunting camp, okay?
Yeah, the side effects.
It's
don't.
kind of gay that you call it camp.
But like seriously, like that's actually one of the reasons why I'm glad we started this podcast, because I know we all relatively believe the same thing, but I would love to get somebody on here that doesn't, and have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
I would love to have somebody on, but I don't think anyone's going to step up to the plate to do that. Is the sad
And actually have a
that's
normal
the problem.
and have a normal conversation and not
look
just
at
be
Tim
berating.
Pool, for example. Tim Pool, like, they call him right wing, but it's like, we disagree.
Tim Pool.
The podcaster,
He's
Beanie.
one of the most moderate people.
To be fair, he's actually very liberal in some ways. He's actually become very conservative on guns.
There we go, categorizing
time.
again. But yeah.
But
The
that's the
American
thing,
commentator?
though, is like he's become very right to the right on guns.
This guy?
He used to be very pro gun control, but now he's very like, yeah, you should have the right to own your nuclear weapon.
Is an American right-wing political
He's
commentator.
not right wing though.
According to Google, he's right-wing.
But he's not right wing. Like
Google's
typical
owned by Silicon Valley, which is probably one of the most liberal-minded.
Like, you know,
Valley
Vice
organization.
News, he used to be big there. Like, he helped with that. It's like, he's not
Vice
actually
News
a
sang up in
right-winger.
Venezuela during the protests.
Yeah, he's not actually a right-winger. But guess what? Even though he's not actually a right-winger and he does believe, like, maybe some form of socialized healthcare would help, the problem, though, with that is, like, even though he isn't very right, he's kind of really in the moderate range is where he's at. Even the lefties won't come and talk to him. There's only a handful of them, like Vosh and Cenk and a few others that actually would come to him. Most of them won't come talk to him.
I was just reading one of his comments on X. I like making posts that are sarcastic but can be read as genuine because you can tell who is AI and which news outlets are AI.
Yeah, dude, you gotta, when you're reading his post, sometimes you do have to do a double take on it. Because you'll read it, it's like, wait, what? It's like, oh, it's Tim. That's a lot of times I'll go through Twitter and I'll be reading the post and I read that, I'm like, what? Who's that kind of dumbass? And I look and it's like Tim, like, oh, it's Tim. That makes sense.
So, are we wanting to keep this to an hour, you guys?
Yeah, pretty much.
We got 2 minutes. And
we can
before we
pretty much
end,
wrap up.
because we end everything
But
on a good quote and a good
but
vibes here.
Logan is right, though. It's like, that's the problem. It's like, even though we could or would love to have someone on who's of a different political persuasion, chances are a lot of them won't want to. Because here's the thing, as Tim Pool had mentioned, that a problem with left-wingers coming on is, one, either they are not very gracious to their host and they end up just being dicks, which is actually not very common. It's relatively rare.
Did you guys watch
Did
you watch the Michael Malice Angry Cops debate?
No,
but I want to.
No.
But the other...
It's so sad.
Oh, really? But on the other hand, though, too, if they come on and they find common ground with you, they actually end up getting a lot of hate from their base.
From their own base.
And so the thing is oftentimes they'll either end up looking bad or you'll find common ground with them and you might have a really great conversation, but then their fan base gets pissed at them because, like, how could you agree with that Nazi? And it's like, that's just not helpful.
Well, how about this?
With the conversation.
I would love to find a right-wing extremist. Okay? Like, extreme.
It's kind of an irony, but yeah.
Because
not too many of them.
There's not that many of them. But I would also like to find somebody else who is, like, I don't even consider myself Republican anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a constitutionalist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would love to find somebody who has different views from us, but is still conservative, but different. And sit down and understand and break down.
I'll talk to anyone in the chapel.
I mean,
I say chapel because it's either side of the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down for it. As long as you're willing to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But so we can end. We always end on a good quote here. So
Should
we got a
get
quote.
some housekeeping out of the way before we do that?
We got 30 seconds. We can do that off
We
camera.
can go a little bit over.
We can. I mean, if you
I'm
want
talk-
to.
I'm talking for the viewers,
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
right?
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I have been officially invited to join these two delinquents in this wannabe podcast.
Delinquents. I'm 11 years older than you. Continue.
I'm only 5.
Mentally or physically.
I guess, to be fair, you're not bad for a Gen Z.
Yeah, he's not terrible. He's a good guy. That's why we're bringing him on, okay?
So
Continue.
So I'll be back in studio,
Thursday.
towards the end of October?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday. We're
I'm going
gonna.
to be calling in. I'm going to call in on Thursday.
Oh yeah,
I can't
make sure
do
we get
studio
everything.
visits on
Is it
Thursdays
2
'cause I
weeks
have
in a
work
row
Friday
that you're
mornings.
doing hunts? Or
No, we have a hunt starting on the 4th through the 10th or the 11th, and then there's a week break, and then the deer hunt starts. And
Okay.
so we're
So,
good.
yeah, I
we're
have
good.
I have the 11th, I'm on a hunt, and the 25th, I'm on a hunt. And then
Yeah.
I want to say that
He's gone for the whole week. I'm not.
4th of November.
I don't have vacation.
The
anymore.
4th of November is when I can start joining you guys in studio.
remember the 4th of November.
Ooh, deep. That's a great movie, by
Where
the way.
is that one from?
I knew it.
Oh my!
I knew
Oh
it.
my! Gosh.
We'll get to that on a whole nother episode.
Oh, it's with Natalie
We don't-
Portman. It's V for Vendetta. How the heck do you not know that movie?
He's Gen Z. Give
He
him credit.
is.
Give him credit. He's Gen
Okay,
Z.
ready?
I
I will
would
make
say
fun
that
of
was
myself
bad.
here. Guess what? I will make fun of myself. I've never seen the movie all the way through, but I at least know what it is, and I at least know what that quote is. Okay.
There are movies I've watched.
It's got
only
Natalie
so I
Portman
know
in
the
it,
origin
okay?
Of the meme.
I'm surprised you don't know. Oh, wait. He didn't grow up with that being one of the crushes of his childhood, so... Sad days.
See, I was on the tail end of that. Then
Sad
it started
day,
going into
man.
like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato and all those people.
Ugh.
No, Natalie Portman,
was-
Attack of the Clones. Star Wars, Attack
I'm
of the
sorry.
Clones.
I feel bad for you, Logan.
I know.
I mean, crap. Like, he didn't even have Salma Hayek. God.
I have no clue who that is, but
Oh my gosh.
Now he's showing his age.
he is showing his age.
Gosh.
I had Emma Watson, Natalie
I was
Portman,
on the tail end of that one.
Gosh dang. You're
Megan
not even
Fox.
like that much younger than me.
Yep.
It's like, holy crap.
Well, here's the thing. I don't
11
give a
years,
crap.
man.
I don't give a crap about Hollywood, so I really don't know the actors' names. Like, there's only one person that I could say that two actors that I would really like to meet in real life, and that is Keanu Reeves,
Yeah.
okay,
That's fair.
okay, and Chris Pratt. And that's it. More Keanu Reeves, though, because he's like
I would
everything
throw
you
in
hear.
Denzel Washington.
I would be
Denzel
with
Washington's a great actor.
She's a phenomenal.
I would throw him into the mix.
Did you say she?
I said he
Oh,
is
okay.
a phenomenal
I'm like-
actor.
Are you misgendering him?
What?
I thought he
You
said.
put down a generation.
I
What
thought
the
he
heck,
said
man?
she when referring to Denzel Washington. I'm like, wait,
I
what?
might have just put you down 2 generations, in all honesty.
But Logan has now been officially invited to be the third co-host of this horrible,
You really should have just said wheel, the third wheel.
the third wheel. Yeah, he is. I mean,
I'll sit in the corner.
give
All
him like
right,
a flashy Game Boy to play with, and he'll be happy. Give him a fidget spinner, and he'll be happy.
See, fidget spinners, yes. I'm too young for Game Boys. I know what they are. I've played on them. But that was before my time.
Did this kid like not have a childhood? Because I mean, I remember driving
to be
across
fair-
the country playing those.
To be fair, he's so young that Game Boys were phased out because smartphones started to phase in.
True.
No. So my console was the Wii. To put my timeline.
2008.
Yeah, but we're talking
Yeah,
about
that's my-
handhelds.
We're
'cause,
talking
like,
about handhelds, bud.
We're talking about handhelds. Game Boy started to phase out, and then over
Smartphone.
time, and then the
So
Wii came
Game
through,
Boys
and then
phased-
the smartphones or touchscreen in general started to come out, and then
Yeah.
smartphones really kicked in.
So Game Boys phased out. Then we had the little iPod Nanos and iPod Shuffles.
Yeah.
But touchscreens didn't come out until like 2010, 2011.
No, the first iPod was in 2000. I want to say 8 or 9. I think it was. It was
I'm actually
early.
not sure.
See, it didn't hit my household till like 10 or 11. I didn't know about
Yeah,
Apple
but
until
where
the
did you
iPhone
grow
4
up? I
came
mean,
out.
come on. Where did you
We
grow
were
up,
both
actually?
wrong.
What'd you say, Kyle? You cut out.
Where did you grow up?
Where? I ain't telling. Not on live.
Oh, okay.
But I will say it's in central Utah. It's along the I-15 corridor.
See, I was right.
Okay.
I was only 1 year off. The first iPod that was touchscreen came out in 2007.
Okay.
I remember it because my dad went to Costco and bought one for my mom, and they brought it back, and we were all like, "What is this?
Yeah.
Whoa, this
Yeah,
is
so pretty
crazy."
much Game Boys were a thing, and then they've kind of
the
disappeared
Nintendo,
as our touchscreens
the
came in.
Nintendo DS. Do you remember when those became popular?
That was my handheld. I forgot about the DSs.
But man, driving across the country because my family, extended family, lives back east. Okay, the Game Boy with the Game Boys because they don't have the backlight. We would like be in the back trying to use the car's headlights behind us to try to play Pokemon Yellow, and
Because they're not backlit.
yeah, because they're not backlit, and mom and dad would be like, "Guys, I told you to shut that off a long time ago," and you're like,
Wasn't
"Just
there an
5
entire
more
rig
minutes,
to be
mom."
There was like an entire flashlight or something rigged. That was
Yeah,
like
so they had,
just for that,
dude,
right?
they had everything you could plug into that and get it to work. It
So they had
was,
the
funny.
lights. They had the magnifying glass. They had
That's
the
funny.
like little webcam looking thing.
I never really got too many consoles. My mom and dad, they never let us really have too much. I only ever got like the N64 pretty much. But
Holy crap!
yeah, I know, right?
but
That's like an antique back when you were born.
So my dad has an NES still in the box,
Oh, awesome.
you
and
better
very
sell it.
rarely were we able to play with it.
So, do we got a final message from you, or should we
We
go
do.
ahead and get out of here?
We have a final message
Yeah, let's get to
from
it.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay.
Of
Quote
all
from
people,
her. Okay. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Follow your dreams. Love everybody. Be kind. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Love you guys. Peace out.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching this horrible, terrible, awful podcast. You guys have a good night.
you can also find us, John. We can find you at Walking with Watson, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I
He's
am.
not very active on it right
I
now.
am not very active on it.
Well,
I
I
am
know.
backlogged for like
We're-
5 years. Okay.
We're
I'm
gonna
a
build
busy-
an empire.
I'm
Kyle,
a-
we can find you here. Myself
Mm-hmm.
at Beard, Brass, and Blood.
This
Have a
is
good night,
his
y'all.
baby.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Good
Peace
night.
out. As I'm just going to stare awkwardly into the camera for a little bit
Oh,
as
this is
you
all
get
gonna
to the
get cut off.
computer. No, you
I'll
need to
edit
leave
most
this.
of. I'll edit a lot of that out, but.
You need to have this
like all the Game
awkward
Boy
stare. You need to have this